Give me the extra set of mediums. I don't think I'm on the air. Nope, we're on the air. Shit. All right, so I did not think I was live. Whoops. I'll send that to Viperize just in case he is awaiting. But yeah, driver stream. We'll see. We'll see if I have to rush and grab my wet weather setup. Hopefully not. Don't cheat on my strategy. Let's see. This also gives me a chance to pivot if the race goes poorly. Nope, dry. All right, we'll take it. And just dive right into Monza. Yeah, that'll do. Sure, we're gonna go for it. Tires are set. Tires are set. Got a nice livery on. Yep. Yeah, you got my POV today. Jarvis sadly could not make it. So, depending on how this race goes, it might turn into a vacant commentary. Shit, this cord isn't long enough for me to leave my controller on the floor. At least not there, at least. But yeah, you got my POV today, which will hopefully be interesting. And if not, then so be it. I do still have a wired headset. I'll probably... Actually, no, I'll just change out to plug my headset in after this first go of things. It's a little bit colder from the look of things. Lost Viperize. Nope. It'll be me. Oh, I mean, I can try and live commentate as I go through, but sadly Jarvis was not available. Stratting is now disconnected. That's not good. One sec. He's fully offline. I will re-invite them both in a moment. Okay, what the fuck's going on here? Alright, fuck it, we'll abort this first lap. Damn it! Well, that's frustrating. Yeah, we'll just abort that lap. Or we'll let the AI get it so that way it's a lap time on the board, but... Oh, okay, Viperize apparently is still good. One sec. Gotta hold on to it here for a sec. Okay, Viperize is still DC'd.
Less than 1 lap of fuel left now. The tank's pretty much empty.
Okay, there's Stratting and Viperize back. I think Abney's in. Do we have 20? I think we have 20. I think we're good. Jesus fucking. Okay. So Tristan's on pole.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
Okay. That's where the pit lane limiter line is. Good to know! Alright, time to switch my headset over. Alright, now we're set. Yeah, that fucker's on pole. The thing is, as well, we don't really have a representative time from Group 1 yesterday, since they were in inters the whole time for qualifying. It definitely started to dry up, but there's definitely some decent practice there.
Right, so far, our best lap, 1:20.6.
Fuck it, I can probably do... I can maybe get 4 runs in.
Checks complete.
I can get 4 runs in if I'm pushing the whole time. But I definitely want to go out early. One of the laps might have to be on a scrubbed set, but I'm trying again. Yeah, luckily that is an AI banker for that lap. So, not representative of where I should end up. There's another driver retired.
Dropped to P12.
Is that 2 wrecks already? What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, I will probably be much more sweary if you are listening in than I am on commentary. You can get experience driver vacant today. I mean, luckily I have decent precedent when I'm streaming personally on LSR. Almost picked up a win, almost a year and a half ago now, albeit, but in a Group 1 race where I made a good switch to inters late on.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining. We've dropped to P15.
Alright, fourth ain't a bad first go of things. 18.5's not bad. But definitely gotta go quicker. And I feel like there's more pace in that. But I know in practice I kind of topped out at that 18.5. Obviously, Joseba's on debut, but I know he's kind of a mix between a G2 and a G1 reserve right now. So we'll see how much of a fight he can put forward to some of the other guys on the field. And also that 17.8, that time was quick. I know he did get a puncture yesterday pretty quickly on the mediums. So maybe, you know, because mediums start to actually get into a puncture risk, at least for Shruz, the guy currently on pole, around that like lap 11 point.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
There's Bartu in there in 5th. Or Bartu getting up into 3rd, I should say. Adam, of course, won Singapore. Ended up beating me by 18 seconds, but I was really happy with my pace at Singapore last week. It was an interesting race. Surprisingly, no safety cars after I think the 3 that Group 1 had. I ended up coming second by like 18 seconds, but most of that, I think I only lost a total of like 6 seconds in the last 20 laps on pace. So definitely had moments, and it was definitely good to still come away with P2. 6:43 I don't love as a chance to get those last couple laps in. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it just
so
gotta
far,
be
1 minute 18.
Gotta be a bit braver. I mean, maybe Tristan's running some sort of extra bit of downforce. It's obviously just a 17.8. But I do wanna go ahead and we'll take a look at the onboard camera real quick. Dipping a little bit into the grass there, so perhaps not as definitive. 25.8. Okay, he did go faster in Sector 1. So he is improving, at least temporarily. He does look to be 25.8, 25.8. So, he's still up. And, you know, had a lot of ERS in the tank. I feel like that's the thing that I need to get better is where I'm deploying ERS, because I just feel like I'm deploying it wrong. I don't know. And that's a 17.721, so that's even quicker. Oh boy. Yeah, I went about a 10th quicker. And all purples right now. So yeah, I think it's literally just, yeah, okay. Because, I mean, I'm running 0-0. It's just a matter of making the laps cleaner that I need to make sure I nail down.
Okay, you got 5 minutes left in this session.
And, you know, if I can still jump up and, you know, stick with like, you know, if I can get an 18.2 on the board, I'll be very happy. It's just gonna be tough to make that happen. And, you know, G1 yesterday was, outside of a safety car that tightened the pack up, was largely dominated by Fight Me Now bot. So, again, we'll have to see what happens. I mean, a lot of things can happen down at turn 1.
214.
Okay, well, I'm not. I don't know. They gotta be, guys like Racing Uncle have got to be deploying overtake all the way down the start-finish straight. Because I think, you know, Shruz is doing the same. But I'm pretty close to max deployment. Obviously, you know, trying to beat Jamie. Zosky's, I think, trying to take a free track. So obviously that all could prove a factor. I mean, again, I'll still, you know, again, the goal here is just to pick up more points. I think the racing is going to be pretty chaotic. The goal is you know, I think 1 to make it through turn 1 cleanly, and then 2 is points after that. It's just it's gonna be a little bit tough. I know I can be more aggressive at 4-5 at that second chicane. So I was like, I can pick up time there. I can attack turn 1 a little bit heavier, but the struggle there is how do you do that without overcooking turn 2? Again, it's a simple track. It's what, 3 chicanes and 2 right-hand turn and 3 right-hand turns. So it's pretty simple, but it's hard to nail down exactly. Is the thing. And maybe I could have gone out on worn tires, set an extra banker, and I could have just 2-lapped with how short a lap is. I could have 2-lapped to get a little bit more time on track, but say Livy. Jamie has retired from the session. Meanwhile, Zroski's matched in Sector 1, and there goes that lap time. Alright, so Zroski's time is on the board, so that's good. Yeah, I think it's just a matter of ERS usage. I think I'm just not using enough on the kind of backside of the circuit. Soup has also retired, so luckily it won't be a super busy kind of backside of the track. Let's just make sure tires are set, and then we'll go out and get that final lap.
And there are 2 minutes remaining. Standing by.
I mean, yeah, with a full speed lap being what, 1:15. Obviously, you can go out pretty late. I think I'm going to be cutting it tight, depending on how many people are checking up. But that gives me like 30 seconds right now, so we're in a good spot. Yeah, I gotta attack, I think, the inside a little bit better. Like, if I can attack like that on this final push lap, that'll be very good.
And that's just 30 seconds left in the session.
Fuck. Alright. What's up, Zroski? I got out of your way. Okay. What? I saw you. I got out of your way immediately. I'm not giving you. I was trying to beat you there. I'm not gonna try to give you any extra stuff there. I already had a pretty bad qualifying because I definitely could have gone a lot quicker than that. If I still hold on to 7th, okay, so I still hold on to 7th, so that's pretty good. What do you mean was not immediately? I was pushing, and the second that I saw you, I got out of your way. I didn't hold you up at all. Okay. Yeah, get the hell out of here. Alright, 2-minute break for anybody listening in. I also realize now that y'all can steal my strategy, but... I mean, look, 7th is okay. Obviously, I'd want to be a little bit better. But, like, that's not the worst. Yeah, Viperize, it's just... That's the main thing, is it's just trying to... It's just trying to survive. Like, if you... Because, was it the pole sitter yesterday, who was on debut, got cleared out, or got... I don't want to say cleared out, but he got tagged. I've been seeing an incident ticket for it, but it just looked like some sort of EA collision something. But yeah, and then had a crash coming out of. I was about to say Ravazza too. It's not Ravazza. It's I forget the corner name. Gonna do a Vettel. Good luck with that. Give me. Nope. There we go. Stint. We're gonna go for it. We'll see just how meta this is, if at all. I'll set up for that, just so that way it's at least prepared for if something goes south. We'll also make sure we select it, as that is very important. But it's probably going to be a bunch of DRS trains in this one, I would expect. But, yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see, because tire wear is surprisingly high for a circuit that doesn't have that many corners. So at the end of the day, we'll see. Obviously, I'd kind of prefer starting on the inside here, especially into turn 1. But yeah, we'll see what my race pace is. But here we go. Alright. Going what could end up being the alternate strategy then. We'll see how it works out. But no formation lap as well, so gotta be careful of that. Formation lap is off. Best of luck to everybody still in chat here as we get underway with the very nice Special Williams livery. Oh, I immediately got on the grass. Oh, fuck, I'm in neutral. Well, that's a bad start. Just got a little bit too much on the grass. Was unsure where the braking point was. Especially since I got bogged down a little bit. Zorowski obviously not with the greatest start either, but that's already pretty bad with that McLaren pulling away ahead of whoever's leading this pack. But just gotta start picking people off now, just one by one. Oh, Abney, what the That was fucking dangerous.
Alright, not the start we were looking for, but it's not over yet. Stay focused. DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
And I got myself front wing damage. For fuck's sakes. Alright, well that's already bad.
We've been handed a 3-second penalty.
Okay,
for
I shouldn't
corner
have...
cutting.
Okay, I can get that removed, but... Well, this race has gone to shit. Just holding out for a safety car at this point.
Come on,
Last.
you can win that place back.
Alright. This is brilliant. Hey, I made turn 1.
Green flag. Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
We're gonna go ahead and... Well, there's Kendrick's off. A couple of drivers diving to the pits early. That's Tristan! That's Struz in an incident! That's Struz and Bartu! Whoa!
Okay, be aware there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
Good defending from Soup. Tried to cut him back, but I got a bit of a lockup. Oh, Saba's in the pits. And now Stratting's caught up.
Okay, clear.
Whoa, so many incidents. Now Stratting's got damage. We're almost back up into the points, which is fucking stellar.
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
My engine's overheating. What the fuck? My engine's actually overheating. What the hell?
You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
Alright, well, clear a DRS of the cars behind, so that's good. And I turned off my own.
Okay, we've got a full course
we'll take
caution.
that.
The safety car's out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down, maintain positive delta.
Alright.
Okay, we can't take you right now. Pit next lap, next lap.
Welcome to the two-stop. Or welcome to probably the two-stop.
With the safety car out, this is a good opportunity to pit.
I think that was
It'll be a bit longer than planned on the next tyres, but we can make
Viperize,
it work.
that might have been
Just
Kendrick's?
remember, we'll probably lose track position.
Or wait, no. You mean intent wreck there, or?
Okay, copy that.
Actually, no. I want to go the inverse. If you caught it, definitely send footage. If it was at fucking Parabolica.
Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance.
I think it was just
Speed
Kendrick's
limit
missing a
line as you
braking
approach,
point.
And make sure you don't speed. Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low, and we're going to risk a penalty.
Also,
Slow your
please
pace
nobody race into the
immediately.
pits. That fucked people over yesterday.
Right, let's go. Come on. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Up to speed now. Let's get some heat.
And we're still
into
coming out in
those
12th. Okay, so we're in a good spot right now. Yeah, idea of the hards here is a hope that we get like a decent chunk of racing. Because I feel like I'd rather be in the hards and dirty air? I don't know. Like, it's very tough. I think you're also seeing, I think this kind of chaos of this first lap is very indicative of just, okay, people are figuring out, you know, braking zones in traffic. I mean, that could be very interesting. I am going to get this 3 seconds removed post-race, so that's not something I'm concerned about. Oh wait, also, to fix that. We love having dial pads on the steering wheel now. But yeah, those medium tires were made of paper mache and tinfoil. Oh, okay. Yeah, don't overtake people, please. Who the hell is this Red Bull that is just fucking psychotic? So I guess it's Zroski. Zroski leads and he has not stopped. So Zroski's about to cause chaos. Adam's in a really solid spot. Alexis is up there. But everybody has to stop it. Everybody has to stop again, potentially. Like it's really interesting. Yeah, I got a warning for the collision with Abney, and then yeah, okay. So still no track limits. Take over now. I think we are set to go back racing this lap. We're at 19. Yeah, we're at 19. Tristan boxed again. Tristan's just dragging out the safety car at this point. Okay, nope. That is a fantasy football notification. That is not my concern right now. I thought that was a Discord notification because I couldn't hear the sound effect through my headset. Let's see, are we back racing this lap? I think we should be.
Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
Okay, well that's a dumb track limits penalty, but that's one. Or track limits warning, I should say.
Green flag.
One down. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. That's two.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. That was rude. Alright, back up into the points. And comfortably so. And decently cleanly too, which is nice.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Damn, I'm unable to make a break here. Never mind, we got it. Viperize is a penalty as well, which could be big.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 8.5 seconds.
Fall into a rhythm here. Come on. Not like that.
Tyre wear rates are lower than we expected. Stay out a little longer if you can. Understood. Copy that.
God damn it! Yeah, I fucking suck at... I just could not.
Mind that front wing. It's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage.
Yeah, I just went in way too hot. I thought that pack was more spread out.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Okay, mate, we might need to look at a new race strategy after that. I've got some options for you, so go and check your MFD. Copy that.
It's a second warning, which already isn't great. I mean, I feel like the conundrum here is, do I stay out or do I just... The pack's tight enough that I might as... Okay, that works. I'm getting my front wing changed anyways. Jesus fuck, I am driving like utter dog shit today.
Okay, let's go now. Come on. Perfect job from you.
All right, I don't know how I jumped in, but I did.
With that. You only have to stop once now. One stop left.
Alright, just gotta work together now. There's enough people with 10-second time penalties that I can still go fight for points, but I just gotta not be a complete dumbass the rest of the race. Like that. I gotta not do that.
I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate.
Oh, no wonder. I'm a fucking hot lap.
Okay, gap ahead, 3.6 seconds.
Okay. Oh, bye, Mercedes. Yeah, I feel like that's why I need to learn without racing lines. That way it's, can be a little bit better
Okay,
with...
clear.
Come on, Drusky, make a breakaway here. Alright, we gotta pull now. Come on, let's run. It's running number 4. It's Viperize with the 10 seconds served. So there's another spot.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Come on, Z. I'm trying to work with you here. Some McLaren boxing.
Okay, the car ahead's beginning to pull away. You know what to do.
Running net 10th still.
Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 25.5 seconds. Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap.
This motherfucker! Yeah, just gotta try and carry Kendricks away from Boaks, because that's my biggest problem right now.
Box, box, box.
We're at 60, so we're gonna be in the danger zone. Why the... It happened again? Are you serious?
Right? Engine off, engine off.
It's whenever I catch a tank slapper that happens. Are you kidding me? It's fucking twice. Yeah, it's whenever I have to do a whole bunch of quick inputs. Of course it happens again. I mean, at the end of the day, that's just how the race is gonna end up. This race ended up going, was it's just gonna disconnect my wheel. But yeah, that one's frustrating. That one's very frustrating. Sure. I think it's mostly mediums and softs. Yeah, mediums for Alexis and Kendricks, but they're fresh. Softs for everybody else except for Senzu. Folks might actually win this race. Yeah, that's just frustrating. The fact that those mediums were at like 60% at like after 8 laps is insane. Like I don't understand that. We don't even got that much of the pack. It's just a 2-lap shootout till the end. But alright, well, you got vacant commentary for the final 2 laps, but gonna be Kendricks leading us around to start the final lap here. Gonna be leaving it super late. There's the safety car in the pit lane on the left. So he now has control. Gonna leave it super late. Now he takes off. Good jump compared to Kendricks, though. Everybody's gonna be dumping all of their ERS. You got Yoseba looking around the outside of Adam. But 11 cars in it, and Alexis does a good job holding a turn 1. Benchwarmer gets by Boak, so Bench getting himself a shot at a win. Zroski's gonna muscle through a couple of cars. And Boak's now dropped down to 9th. So now it's potentially Bench with the best shot at the win. Of course, it'll only be 1 lap with DRS active. So a race going not too dissimilar to the Sao Paulo E-Prix is Adam putting some pressure on Kendricks, and he'll get through. Oseba also finds his way through. But that's now given Alexis a gap of 1.7 seconds. You can see everybody really fanning out behind. You got the Aston Martin side by side as Roski tries to overtake his teammate. And does so. So that'll drop Bench down to 6, but Aston's still on for a potentially very good result. We'll go ahead and pull up penalties, and we'll switch to the leader interval for these last couple of laps. Adam and Zroski, though, both with 10 seconds, so they'll drop far down the order. I think the big question right now is, can Benchwarmer make up a second on this final lap of the race? Alexis does steal fastest lap as well. With a gap 7/10, it's only 1 DRS zone to be able to do that as well. Kendricks is meanwhile re-overtakes his teammate down at turn 1 with a nice little send. You got a Mercedes, got Uncle and Viperize battling side by side as well. Looks like Viperize going to come out on top in that one. As Shruz also steals fastest lap back. We'll see if anybody tops that on this final lap here. Zroski back up into 4th. Actually, Zroski up into 3rd. Did he get 2 cars in 1 go there? I believe he did. We'll stick with the leader here of Alexis. It's now 4.5 back to Benchwarmer. 3.8 back to Zroski. 1.5 back to Adam as Viperize gets by Benchwarmer as well. So Bench with potentially a bit of a mistake there. But at least on track. It's very similar to how it was yesterday. It's the Ferrari leading the way into the final corner. Of course, as he comes through, Tifosi would stand and salute for what was a very chaotic, very ugly race. But it's back-to-back. It's 2 Ferrari wins in the top group. Alexis Beast wins in Monza. Who's going to come across the line to finish second? It will be Benchwarmer in second, followed by Abnioke in third. Kendricks, Yoseba, Viperize, Racing Uncle Boaks, Shruz, and Hussein round out your provisional top 10. But yeah, obviously not as in-depth a viewing. You saw, I think, how not to drive Monza from me today. Because that really could not have gone worse. Congratulations to Alexis on what I believe is his 2nd win of the year. Beat me to the line at Suzuka. But yeah, I don't know. But we'll be back next week for Jeddah, which might be just as chaotic. We'll see what happens. But Ferrari on top in both of our top divisions. Let's take a look at some of this stuff. Driver of the day goes to Kendricks. Fast lap went to Shruz at the end. Somehow it didn't go to Benchwarmer. Not sure why I went to Kendricks and not Benchwarmer in that one. Might have been for cleanliness. But yeah, Alexis, Bench, Abney, Kendricks, Yoseba, Viperize, Uncle Boaks, Adam, Hussein picking up a point for Williams, which is nice. But yeah, definitely One to forget from my end, but hopefully you've enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.